Good morning.
Good
Hey
morning.
guys, how are you? Thanks for joining us again this
Yeah.
week. We just wanted to come back on here and kind of continue some of the stuff that we talked about last week and just kind of share some information with you guys.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Yeah.
So last week, when we talked about your epic watering skills,
Oh, yeah.
one of the things that I talked to you about, like helping you with, was getting this automatic watering kit for containers. It's super cool because it has a timer on it that you can hook straight to the hose spigot, and it has these hoses that you can adjust and make whichever size you need, so you can stretch them and make them go to hanging baskets or different planters or pots. And so I think that this is going to be something that's really going to help you. It has a great price point. It is $39.99. So I think that you need that, Miss Laura.
Yeah, you're coming home with me because I just got some new hanging baskets, so this is gonna definitely come in handy for sure.
You're going to be able to do it. I have faith in you.
Yeah, at least somebody does, right?
Yeah. And so, last week we talked a little bit about tomatoes and, getting some gardens started. And, I had a lot of customers asking me questions about tomatoes this week. So I just wanted to touch base on that. Laura, pop quiz. Do you know what determinate versus indeterminate tomatoes are?
No idea. Drawing a blank.
Okay, so let's get into it. Determinate is a tomato that it has a predetermined size. So that species is determined to grow only a certain height. It's going to produce as much as that plant will allow, but it will only get a certain height. An indeterminate tomato is something that can grow as large as the conditions allow. So if you're planting in the ground, indeterminate is usually a really good option because they'll get as big as you allow. I have a lot of folks that are looking for patio gardens and things like that. So determinate is going to be really what you're after. Most of the varieties will say on the back of the tag whether it's determinate or indeterminate, but you can always ask me when you're in the store, and I'll be more than happy to help you.
So, okay, on the back of the tag. Got it.
On the back of the tag.
Yeah. Okay. That is good to know. I mean, that's information that I had no idea existed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that'll be very helpful to our customers. And, what's better than a homegrown tomato sandwich in the summer?
Wait. What kind of mayonnaise do you put on your tomato sandwich?
If I said Hellman's, would you be mad at me?
Yeah.
No, it's Duke's.
You have to do
It's Duke's. Nothing but Duke's. Yeah.
So, what do you got going on this week?
This week is spring break, so the girls have been out of school. We've done some fun at-home activities, board games, movies, chocolate sundaes, playing outside when it was nice because, we got some rain over the weekend. What about you?
Well, so we had a birthday party last week at Big Air, and it was insane. It was wild, but it was a great time. And then, we got Special Olympics next week, so we'll be doing that and, just hanging out with the kids.
Also, because you work this Saturday.
Yes.
So I work this Saturday, and the new ice cream place in town opens. It's called Wicked Licks, and we're super excited about that to come to town. We haven't had an ice cream place in a long time, so.
I know where we'll be going to lunch on Saturday.
I was going to say, we big backing it up over here.
We're going to need it.
Yeah,
it's going to be busy on
it's going to be wild. But thank you guys so much for tuning in again. We can't wait for next week and what we have to show you and talk about. And yeah, thank you guys so much.
Bye.
Bye.